Alright, so we are going to gear up here for Phantom Muspah now. New update, I did get the Ring of Suffering, so I loaded that up with a ton of recoils in there. I don't even know, can you check? Yeah, let's take a look here. I had 7,330 rings of recoil, or charges of rings of recoil there. So we just slapped every single one of them, so I'm pretty stoked about the Zolwer grind, but I was kind of hoping to get all the Bofa set up before I did that nonsense. But, who knows? We'll see. I'll try to come back to Gauntlet tomorrow, I think. But tonight we're going to run with this. Now, I mentioned it before, but if you guys check it out, I did just release my Phantom Muspah guide out on the other playlist. Sorry, I just got distracted there. On my other playlist. So there is a Phantom Muspah guide out there now. If it is something that you guys are looking for, it's running pretty much the exact same thing, except before I was using the Explorer's Ring, so now we're going to rock the Ring of Suffering just for the prayer boost. But I love Phantom Muspah, dude. It is so much easier. So check it out, and then we'll go run a little bit of Muspah here and see if we can get some Venator shards.
In a world where one man pretends to be a woman, meets another man pretending to be a woman, meets another man who's a man?
Yeah, y'all know they changed that class. We could have all been guys.
Together, these three come to create the GIM nobility, where they progress their accounts to become the next Master Iron Man group. This is Spicy Iron Adventures.
You know, side note, as I'm heading over to fight this boss, but I don't know if you guys have ever noticed this, but if you look up here in the top right corner, this game is evidently made by Imp Guy, because everyone knows that as a kid that's a guy, you try to put a penis into everything, and we got ourselves a big old penis here on the map. Alright, here we go, man. First kill coming in. And I'd say that went pretty smooth. I really didn't use that much food. Love the Snapdragon tech. Some gold ore, some ancient essence. I think we're going to try to go for 2KC trip here if I can get away with it, man. Having a little bit of extra life or extra range now is a huge freaking help. You know, as I'm doing this fight, I'm starting to think that it ain't me that's messing up. It's this internet in this hotel. Ain't no way I'm this bad normally. I'm just like lagging behind on everything. But that should not be the kill, apparently. Come on, bro. Frickin' just take the final damage. There we go. That should be it right there. That's a good 2KC trip there. Dragon Bolt, Smoke Runes, Ancient Essence. Hey, 250k. You like to see it. That's not real 250k for me. But you'll like to see it, man. That ain't too bad. We also just got ourselves a Phantom Muspah personal best of 459, man. Oh, that must have been the case. No, I think that was that KC. I don't know. Friggin' awesome, though. Alright, we got some more Snapdragon seeds on that one. Some water orbs. I actually do want those. I got plenty of other stuff that I need to get rid of, but that was a pretty rough run. The internet's lagging in this hotel, man, so I don't know how much bossing we'll actually get to this week like I was kind of hoping to. So we'll play it by ear, see what comes of it. There we go. We got ourselves a specialty task. We are struggling here. I think that was kind of like a resupply of stuff, so love to see that. Lots of summer pies. But yeah, dude, I'm struggling tonight. Let's see here. What is this task? Kill the Phantom Muspah while it's surrounded by spikes. Oh, that's very cool. Wasn't even trying. Oh, back-to-back combat achievements on that one, dude. So let's see here. Veteran, what is that? 25 times. Gotta love it on this account. Hey, yo, there's our first frozen cache. That was also our first KC ever using the Bofa for this thing. So, I mean, they definitely say that everything works better when you have full crystal armor, but I thought we'd give it a shot. So, let's restock. We're going to keep running with the Bofa. I mean, it wasn't terrible. I think I like the freeze method a little better. It's a little less, holy crap, he's chasing me, holy crap. But, it wasn't terrible. I didn't end up even popping that stamina potion. But, first frozen cash. Let's come over here real quick and pop this open. And what is that? 3 room pit legs. I'll take those. That's a little bit of money right there, man. You know, I don't think running the bow fight, I think you really do need the crystal armor, at least for the melee phase. So I think we're going to go back to just doing all the rune crossbow. I don't know. Maybe we'll try with the bow without having the magic buff, but definitely back to ancient spells for the freeze. We're just, I don't know, how long did that take? 9 minutes on that freaking kill, and a lot of that was just running away, dude. Like, it's definitely slower without crystal armor. So love the bofa, glad to have it. Need the crystal armor if I want to use it more often. Some nice little green text there with some soul runes. Well, it is another day to grind now that we're off work. So I did go out to eat tonight. So while I was out there, we're not gonna look at that for a second. We don't even need to do that, actually. While I was out there, I was able to grind a little bit of barrows for dinner, because that's easy, and get my Guthin's plate body. So a little side challenge there, if you will. But pulling up our barrows log now, that now gives us another piece. So we are down to just the helmet, which we really want that Guthin's top, we really want that Aram's bottom, and we really want that. No, I don't care about Torix. Where's Derek? Derek's plate body. Look at that. So those 3 right there, we're pretty much 1, 2, 3, 4 of them are all one piece away at 343 chests. So not that I wanted to have to do this many. I was hoping to get spooned here, but we'll take it. A lot of dupes. Those dupes could have, been new pieces, but hey, we'll take it, man. But now we're gonna head off to Gauntlet. So let's go knock out some more Gauntlet and see if we don't suck today. How are we gonna do? I'm feeling a little more awake. We had some good sleep last night. That helps a ton. But does it help enough? Weren't able to get a full grouping of what's the word I'm looking for? Full perfected. So that's out of the question. Oh, dude, I freaking clicked the food to eat and it didn't work. That's a terrible start back. Mother of trees, bro. Second run in now. We are getting a whole bunch of tree drops here. Quite unfortunate for the RNG, which means that we're going to be severely lacking on something else here coming up. 100 life left, and I've had a couple big mistakes here towards the very end. Well, let's see how bad this screws the pooch here. Could be another down to the wire thing. Could be just to screw me here in a little bit if I keep hitting these low freaking numbers, dude. And that's really what's been getting me. Oh, see, that's some crap, dude. This is honestly the hard thing about Corrupted Gauntlet, man. I was having such perfect runs there for a while. I mean, it wasn't like I was doing a ton of them. I had like 6 in a row that we were doing freaking great, though. And then all of a sudden, we just started getting freaking gang busted at the end with just hitting a whole bunch of low, bad RNG garbage, man. Luckily, I don't suck totally. I can still do these. It's just something about Corrupted Gauntlet, man. I don't know. I was thinking about it. I was like, maybe I do need to go back to normal Gauntlet for a second, get a few more KC there. It's been good to me anyways. But 26 KC left on Phantom Muspah. I'm actually going to reset my streak over here on the side for a second and just see kind of what kind of money I make off the last 26 of these. But I do love Phantom Muspah, man. It is an absolute blast. I think we are, let's see here. I don't even know where we're at, to be honest with you. Bosses. Where are we at here? Phantom Muspah. So we're at 39 KC so far on Muspah. So still no Venator Shard, but obviously don't expect that soon. Got that one casket yesterday. Lots of Ancient Essence. I don't even know what the heck that is. The Charged Ice. I don't even know what that does. Maybe a teleport? But yeah, so going for that Venator Shard, man, but making lots of money. First KC on my reset list. We're going to teleport out of here. We had some rough squares on that, man. But 459, not bad. 5 Snapdragon seeds, that's a lot of money for some Snapdragons, bro. 215k right there. Also, side note, I really need to just start getting back into doing these dang tree runs. I was looking at that tonight. I think I might set those up so that way I can just try to do those gradually throughout the day. Just so I can freaking not teleport here and teleport over to, what's it called? Teleport over to the farming guild and be able to actually efficiently do these runs back to the house and everything. Next KC there, some toadstool seeds. We just gave a bunch of those to Brian, so that'll be kind of nice to restock. And I think we should have enough food to do another run here. There's another one. Death Runes, Raynar Seeds, and Ancient Essence. Runite ore, didn't know that was a possible drop, and then a whole bunch of restock so we could stay a little bit longer, like a lot longer, dang. And another one. And as much as I think I could keep going with that food, I'm just filling up on stuff, so might as well bail and reset, man. Bum, 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 bum. Another 253k. Woo! All of the money all gonna come my way. Dude, I'll tell you what, the day I can make daggum dragon bolts should be freaking glorious. That is, oh, no, this way. That is one of the things that I kind of want the most is, that's not what I'm looking for. Okay, good. I'm hoping that these new updates come out. One, I want the stupid ability to stack clue scrolls because the stupid master scroll that needs a black mask is killing me, but I refuse to drop it knowing that these updates are on the way. But I really am excited to see that come alongside, and then the new mini game for what's the word, fletching. But 356 Dragon Bolts unfinished, not as much as I thought I did. I thought I had more than that. The money's a tease, but I mean, what level do you have to be in fletching for that? Bolts, Dragon Bolts 84. Where did I say I'm at 75? So we're getting closer. But yeah, man, that could be kind of cool to be able to get some good Dragon Bolts, and then these Sapphire ones would be a lot easier to go with. I mean, I've got 30 left of the Sapphire E's. I'm gonna have to soon actually update them, but yeah. We're getting there. 20 more KC left to go. So far, we have... Alright, there we go. We got more of those bolts that we like to get so much of, but double green text, baby. I'll take that. Alright, that was a super clean kill. It felt pretty fast. It wasn't, but it felt fast. 5 minutes 11. Get some Death Runes, some Magic Essence. We'll heal up and go another round here real quick. I will say it's kind of nice when I have enough resources and I can just sit on the tile and just keep smacking the guy the whole time. Makes you feel good. There we go. Alright, next kill getting ready to roll in here. I'm not gonna lie, I definitely like this better with the Bofa, dude. Like, who would have thought Bofa better than a rune crossbow? Wild, dude. It's crazy what happens when you get some good RNG in the game. Now, let's pull out a Venator Shard right here. Here we go for the vine. That's a bunch of garbage. Alright, that was the first big hit I just had. We just tanked that thing down. Like, that was wild how much food we had to eat. We never got a single freaking proc, and he was throwing magic attacks left and right. There was no time to breathe on that one. That was freaking a waste. A freaking waste, dude. But when you get good RNG, you gotta follow it with the junk, right? And I'm not very good at the switching to smite crap. I tried it earlier. I'm just not good at it. Quit doing that and just die. Alright, this should be it right here. Yeah, there we go. There we go. We're making that a one-trip kill. Mana rays, frozen cash. We like the frozen caches. Let me pick up my bolts. Let me get out of here. Look at that. One freaking prayer left. No point in wasting resources. We're Iron Men. We're cheap. We gotta do it the cheap way. We gotta do it the smart way. Eventually I'm gonna have to make some more house teleport tabs. I was looking at that earlier. Let's open the frozen cache. This one's for it. This is gonna be our Venator shard here. Ready? And Toadstool seeds. That's unfortunate. Alright, that was a good run, dude. I didn't eat any food. I have no room for stuff. I guess I'll eat some food now, but that was a great run, dude. HSN, take the Dragon Bolts, and then let's see, pop these. I want my water orbs, might as well top it off. It doesn't matter to me. How fast was that, dude? 4 minutes, new personal best, dude. Let's freaking go. Summer Pies, we had some mistakes on that one, bro. This is what happens. I'm like listening to my book at the same time as doing this stuff. But I like the Summer Pies. That should help out later on when we start doing all of our agility training and trying to cut up a little bit early. Alright, I figure we'll do a quick little update on our collection log here. 45. Casey was our Slayer task. We're down to the last 4 here real quick. So, where's this Phantom Muspah? So that puts us 61 overall. And then we're at 3 frozen caches. 2 of these, still no Venator shards. Granted, Venator shard technically doesn't drop for another 39 KC. So, we're still getting there. But, yeah. I don't know, man. I like Muspah. It's an easy boss. And I know I'm only doing 1 to 2 KCs a trip. But, just, they're good, strong KCs, man. They're easy. About to get our next KC here. So you start wrapping this thing up. Maybe. There's that. Come on now. Just keel over. No need to be alive anymore. Your doom is coming. Jeez Louise. Keep hitting me through this stuff. They're still not dead. What the absolute heck? Alright, there we go. Plenty of food. More Dragon Bolts. Love to see it. More Mana Ray. Love to see it. Eat all this up and we'll go for another round. Take a big hit trying to freaking hit record there. Daggum. That's alright. We'll bail out after that one. Raynar seeds. We need those. So that's good. We're running low on prayer pots doing all this stuff. But it's still not what we're here for. Okay, let's go ahead and bail out. And that leaves us with 2 more. So we just need a 2 KC trip next time. And we'll be golden, man. Alright, last one. A freaking rune sword. That was anticlimactic. Alright, well with that done, we are going to go ahead and try to get our next Slayer task, and then I think what we're going to end up doing is going back to Gauntlet, trying to do a little bit more of that. I've decided that really I want to focus on that. I think it's just going to take a lot of repetition, and then we'll be able to officially get good at it. Just trying out different methods here. So we're going to get back into that here in a little bit, throwing a little bit of Slayer, trying to go back and forth and really just grow this. Half the fun, man, just comes down from us doing these bossing and things. The skills are boring. If you want to see me skilling, you can leave it in the comments. If not, put a big old NO in there, and then we'll leave skilling for when we're just going on mobile. And we'll do that in our mobile recaps from the big stuff that happens. But yeah, thanks so much for tuning in, guys. Catch the next episode. Like, comment, subscribe if you haven't yet. Helps out the algorithm. Trying to really grow this channel and figure out what all needs to be done as we're going on this recording adventure, man. It's a lot of fun, but there's a lot of stuff to it that I'm learning and want to learn more of.